Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to have the opportunity to welcome you to this conference. I'm the present director of the Pufendorf Institute, which is hosting this initiative and the conference. Alongside with the effects of climate change, migration is the force that will impact human societies the most in coming decades, I am convinced. In a shorter historical perspective, climate change is a new situation. There is no existing society today that has experienced that kind of effects before. Whereas migration, on the other hand, it's not a new phenomenon. And certainly not in Europe or elsewhere in the world. We have had various forms and effects and changes due to migration constantly. The only difference is that during some periods they are more intense and more frequent. Only as a result of what we call the world wars in Europe, many millions of people became migrants, often for horrifying reasons. And in the post-war period, migration was equally big, and this time mainly for economic and productivity reasons. But migration has always been there. And yet, our society seems as unprepared and bewildered by the effects and challenges of migration as with climate change, even though our society ought to be used to that situation and understand it better. And when politics are unprepared and need help in difficult situations, they throw money on the problem. There has been an increased migration and integration research, and that's fair enough. When society needs help to solve specific problems, research can sometimes help. But basic research cannot solve immediate problems. Basic research is there to understand and penetrate the full view of a situation and the dynamic of society. And for those of you who know the Pufendorf Institute, we are an institute with exactly that purpose, to invite tricky and complex research areas and problems, to stand back and try to understand the essence of migration, for instance, the dynamics, the reasons, the causes, effects, the financial and human benefits and costs of these big movements. And also stand back and look on the type of migration research or integration research that is done, and what the carried out research carries for meaning and preconceptions or prejudices or anticipations. And that is what this initiative on migration has tried to do. And when now this year has come to a full stop at the Institute, we are sure that the initiative will carry on to link present migration research in Lund and elsewhere. And we are grateful for that. And we are so grateful, and I'd like sincerely to welcome our guests that's come from far away, not intellectually far away, but geographically far away, and that you will contribute to this day, which I'm sure will be very, very valuable and interesting. It might even be exciting. So, warmly welcome.